Friends, in this video for iThought Wealth, I am going to start a new series on the topic portfolio quality. Everybody wants to have a great portfolio. We want to have stocks which we can own for reasonably long periods of time, preferably for a very long period of time, which will compound in a way which is superior to what the market does. While we may not have any specific benchmark, we may have a return indicator for ourselves and we may want to do way better than that. And we expect that portfolio to do that for us. It's a very normal expectation which every one of us must have. The only way in which this can happen is if we know at what level we must keep our portfolio quality. The level at which you keep the portfolio quality determines what a reasonable return expectation must be. If we are maintaining that level which is required to generate that return, most likely we will have the desired outcome. Most of us think we are maintaining the desired level, but progressively allow that level to drop. Portfolio quality changes with market context, and as the markets keep going up, the portfolio quality also changes. You may wonder why. It's very simple. We start with a certain set of stocks. As those stocks start performing well, we also want to buy other stocks. So, we want to buy stocks which we already don't own. We are hearing about so many companies, and a few companies look really attractive to us and a must own. When we see companies which are a must own, we start thinking that we should have them in our portfolio, which is a very normal thing, right? But we don't have money to buy everything. So, what do? We start replacing one stock which is already there in our portfolio, which has gone up a lot, and buying another stock. So, you sell one and buy another. This replacing is something which happens normally. It happens in due course of time, especially when the markets keep going up. If you are a cautious investor, the chances are this will happen faster for you, because when the stock runs up too much too fast, you want to move to safety, you want to take your money off the table, and parallelly you are thinking of where to replace or what to replace this winning idea with. So, this search happens in our mind all the time, and when the search leads us to some clear place, not necessarily a better place, we are ready to act. So, we sell and then use that money to buy what we want to buy. As we undertake multiple actions like these, over a period of time, the portfolio's quality will keep changing. More decisions will come into the portfolio. The portfolio will start looking very different from what it was as a successful portfolio. The expectation is the changes we make to the portfolio. The expectation is the changes we make to that portfolio will succeed and they will give us the desired outcome. But that need not necessarily be the case. Why do I say this? Because as the markets keep going up, the opportunities which we look at are probably not as good as the investments we already hold. So, the reason to sell the investment you already hold is only to give space for the new opportunity. And the excuse we give ourselves to sell that winning idea is that it has already gone up a lot, so let me play safe. But actually speaking, we may not be playing safe. We may be moving to a higher risk space, because the quality of the investment we are choosing as a replacement to a winning investment may not be what is desirable. In times like this will happen all the more, because we all want to buy extremely attractive valuations, right? We want to buy companies which are attractively valued so that we make better returns. But given the kind of market that we are in, it's not easy to find such companies. In fact, such companies are few and far between, and we are only making compromises in our thought process to select companies. The compromise may be marginal or serious, that depends upon what we are looking at, but definitely we are making compromises. It is not a no-brainer, whereas in the bottom of a bear market, whatever you choose will be a no-brainer, it will be self-evident and the choices will be of a very high quality. When the choices are of a very high quality, the portfolio quality also will reflect that, whereas in context like now, replacement risk also leads to risk of portfolio quality. Now, that is what we are facing with in the present context. But we like the discovery, we like the process of exploring new ideas, we want freshness in our portfolios, and this need of ours almost always leads us into action. That action would effectively mean that you sell some winning stocks and buy some new ideas. But in every market context, it is our responsibility to ensure that we keep our portfolio quality need on top of our mind and align everything else we do to that need. So, that in essence is the basic overarching principle which we will apply when we want to make a change in our portfolio. Ask yourself the question, is this going to reduce the quality of my portfolio, or is it at least going to maintain the quality of my portfolio, or am I improving the quality of my portfolio? Answer this question with utmost honesty and you will have the answer to the investment decision. The series will go on, we will incorporate more aspects and discuss them one by one. Portfolio quality is a very critical issue which every investor must pay the highest attention to. Thank you for watching this video. Do stay the course with us.